Hey, what's up, Sports to the Bone family? What's up? What's up? A blessed morning to you all. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are up and running for the morning. Hope you are feeling okay. And West Indies and England, they will bowl off day two in a matter of hours in that second test match over there at Kensington Oval in Barbados. And before we go down into the test match, I just want to get these stories out of the way real quick. Now, yesterday, after the first day's play, we saw where the West Indies bowling coach, he spoke to the media, had a couple of interesting things to say as it relates to the mentality of his bowlers and some plans that they might be looking at going forward. So we're going to take a look at that. We also see where the West Indies women, they are coming under pressure, but they're all-rounder Hayley Matthews. She spoke to the media and letting them know that here what we're not feeling any pressure. We are feeling okay, and we know that once we go out there, we can get the job done. So I have a couple of quotes from her interview that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in. So just stick around until the end to make sure you hear everything. But before we go down into the video, remember guys, we're pretty close to 8K and we're on our way there. So just hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. Also leave a like and drop a comment. Alright, so let us get things up and running. Now the pitch. I don't want it to seem as if we are being crybabies about the pitch, right? But let us just put it this way. The Kensington Oval pitch, it is not what we would have expected. Right, let us just put it that way and leave it right there. Now, yesterday after the first day's play, the bowling coach, Roddy Eswick, he was interviewed and he was asked about the pitch. He was being diplomatic, but he still made his point clear, let it be known. He was saying that the first days of play, there wasn't really any support. There wasn't any sideway movements or anything like that. The pitch was a bit dry, and the bowlers had to work hard. He went further to say that he's really happy with the discipline that his bowlers showed. They were really disciplined and they put in the work, even though they weren't getting much support from the pitch. As it relates to being disciplined, I can agree somewhat, especially where somebody like a Veerasammy Permaul is concerned. Now, you guys would remember that in the first test match over there in Antigua, he wasn't picking up any wickets, and he was going for a whole lot of runs. So far in this game, we see where he has managed to keep it down under 3, and he was able to break that crucial partnership between Lees and Root. Lees, he was actually looking as if he was not planning to get out anytime soon, and Veerasammy Permaul was able to dislodge that. So dislodge him. So if we are able to continue putting the work in, I mean, we might play out to another stalemate, but at the end of the day, England batting on the pitch, we will have to bat on it just the same. Just as our bowlers are bowling on it, England bowlers will have to bowl on it also. Now, coach was asked about playing test cricket on this sort of surface. You can say that that's a loaded question, but he handled himself well. He was saying that when it comes down to international cricket, it's never easy. But when you get a pitch like this, it's all about knowing when to attack, knowing when to defend, and working and maintaining your discipline. You said these sort of pitch help to show the sort of stamina that pace bowlers are made of. And even though you want to get some sort of assistance from the pitch, if it is not there, then it is up to the bowlers to make sure that they execute a good line and a good length, and for the fielders to back them up. He was also saying that as it relates to going in tomorrow, one of the main things that they're going to be trying to do is to see if we can probably nick 1 or 2 out pretty early, and then we can force them on the back foot. And in order to do that, he was saying that the fielders definitely need to back up the bowlers. And as I would have indicated in previous video, it's really difficult for the bowlers to be bowling and be working that hard on a pitch that is not really giving much, and fielders dropping catches and allowing ball to roll past them and all of that. So the bowling coach let them know that here what pitch is not doing much, but just continue to remain disciplined. And he was asked about the importance of the new ball in games like these, on pitches like these, and he was saying that we saw what Jason Holler did in the last over to to Lawrence, that showed that the new ball is absolutely crucial and we must make use of it. It's very good that Jason Holler was able to break that partnership when he did, because that sort of set them back a little bit. Now, he was saying that if we can get a couple of wickets in the first hour of play, then we might be able to put them on the back foot and get them for 350 or below 350. That is what he's saying. That is the ideal thing. I'm not saying he was saying that they are going to bowl them out for that, but the ideal thing is to try and get them for below 350, and then we can get our batsmen in and see where we go from there. He was saying that Ben Stokes and Joe Root will be coming in basically fresh tomorrow. So, it's not like Joe Root is on 100, but at the end of the day, it's like he's out there fresh again. So he will have to go out there, get his eye in, and then, he will look to accelerate. He was actually asked, what is the plan to get Joe Root out? I mean, he's not going to give the plan away, but based on how he answer, doesn't seem to me as if there is any plan. He was saying that they actually got a chance, wasn't able to take it. Going forward, what we need to do is make sure that we restrict his scoring. So I don't know if we're going to try and restrict his scoring until he try and make a mistake, or we're going to come up with a way to get him out. But that is definitely something that we need to sort out, because if Ben Stokes is there and he is in the groove, then he's going to score quickly. And if Root is there, you're not going to tie down Root at one end, because he's definitely going to be scoring. So we need to make sure that we are able to get a couple of early ones tomorrow, get Stokes and Bairstow out of the way, and then we see where we go from there. So it's going to take a very good delivery to get rid of Joe Root based on the form that he's in. But as Roddy say, when the opportunities come, then the fielders need to make sure that they are there to back up the bowlers. Doesn't make any sense the bowler is putting out all the work, trying his best, and once the edge come, a man in the slip or the keeper is there falling asleep. Can't work like that. So I definitely agree with him. So it's a good way to spin it off as it relates to the pitch, saying that bowlers just need to remain disciplined and make sure that they are putting in the work and show the level of stamina that they have. You can't complain about the pitch all along. You're already there, so you just have to try and work with it. So that is what the coach had to say. Now, quickly before we close off the video, guys, we know the West Indies women, they are over there in New Zealand putting in some work. The ideal scenario would be us leaving with the title, with the title, and the 50 over World Cup going on there, ODI World Cup. Ideal thing would be to leave with with the title, but the last two games that we have played, didn't really work out in our favor at all. We started off well, got 2 wins. I think we were able to get the better of New Zealand, the host, then England, but then India and Australia, I think the 2 teams that basically took us down back to earth. Now, Hayley Matthews, she's saying that going into the tournament, one of the things that they were looking at as a group is, the first 4 games are going to be crucial, and if we're able to win 2 or 3 out of the first 4, then we would be on our way, and we have won 2 out of the first 4. So I am just going to wait and see how that works. I think the Australia game we lost it by about 7 wickets. The India game we lost by maybe 150 something runs, 2 big losses. So even if we beat the next 2 couple of opponents, I think coming up next we have Bangladesh, I think we have Pakistan and South Africa. So those are 3 teams, and according to Hayley Matthews, those are 3 games that they would earmark as winnable games. But based on what would have happened in the last 2 games for us, we can't only look at them as winnable games. We now have to look at them as games that we need to win by a big margin to make sure that everything is okay. Mathematically, everything is still in our hands, so we need to win the games, but we're hoping that we can win with a good enough margin. You understand? So if we're able to win those 3 games and win them comfortably, then I guess that would mean that we are rolling over into the semi-finals. And we talk about finals, anything can happen in the final. We weren't expected to knock off New Zealand and England, and we did just that. So as I said, Haley Matthews is quoted as saying, and I quote, the team is not feeling the pressure. We know we're a good bunch, and once we go out there, we can get the job done. So once everybody come together and they're able to get the job done, then I don't see why we should make it to the semi-finals. When we get to the semis, then we can probably look at it from that, look at it there and see where we go from there. Zane, we're going to leave this one right here for now, my viewers and subscribers. West Indies and England are set to do battle on day 2. So make sure you watch it. Big up on yourself, my peeps. I'm out.